There was a time when being a millionaire meant owning land, stocks, or a business empire. Today, it might just mean sitting in your bedroom, playing games in front of a webcam. Streaming changed the rules. It turned gamers into celebrities. It turned everyday kids into global icons. And it turned late-night chaos into cold, hard cash. Platforms like Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and Facebook Gaming created a brand new industry, one where personality pays more than any corporate job, and fans don't just watch, they fund. It's not just about games anymore. It's about reactions. It's about community. It's about turning your identity into a brand and your stream into a business. In this world, drama becomes currency. Controversy boosts views. And loyalty? That's the most profitable thing of all. But among the millions chasing this dream, only a few made it to the top. And today, we're counting down the 5 richest streamers in the world, breaking down exactly how they made their money, where it comes from, and what they did differently to rise above everyone else. From exclusive contracts to merch empires, from viral moments to global sponsorships, this isn't just a list. It's a blueprint for how streaming turned into one of the most powerful industries on the planet. Let's start with number 5. You can't talk about modern streaming without talking about chaos. And no one embodies that chaos better than XQC, the French-Canadian wildcard who turned streaming into a 6-figure per month business. Felix Lengyel, known worldwide as XQC, didn't come from a YouTube background or a Hollywood manager. He came from Overwatch. At first, he was just another competitive player grinding in Blizzard's fast-paced FPS. But his energy was different, unfiltered, unpredictable, completely unscripted. He wasn't trying to be polished, he was just real. And people loved it. His Twitch chat became a battleground of memes, emotes, and chaos. His streams? Often 10 to 14 hours a day, consistently. Whether it was reacting to Reddit, raging at chess, or watching court TV, one thing never changed: the views. In 2021, when Twitch had its infamous data leak, one number shook the internet. XQC made over $8.4 million in just 2 years from Twitch payouts alone. That number didn't include sponsorships, didn't include merch, didn't include YouTube ad revenue, and it definitely didn't include what came next. In 2023, XQC made one of the biggest power moves in streaming history. He signed a deal with the new platform Kick, a rising Twitch competitor backed by gambling site Stake. The amount? $100 million, not a typo, not an exaggeration. A deal that rivaled NBA contracts. A deal that cemented XQC as more than a chaotic streamer, a streaming mogul. Even though only a portion of that deal was guaranteed, it instantly placed him in a new financial league. Kick wanted attention. XQC delivered. Kick deal, tens of millions, partially upfront Twitch, pre-switch, estimated $300,000 to $500,000 per month before leaving YouTube. Millions of views, solid passive income sponsorships, G Fuel, gaming brands, tech gear, merch, XQ branded drops that sell out instantly, donations plus subs, massive community loyalty, clip channels, third-party and official, passive ad income, estimated net worth, 25 to 35 million. Some say more, but what's undeniable is this: XQC turned raw energy into an empire, and he did it all without ever pretending to be anything other than himself. He didn't follow the formula. He became the formula. Let's talk about the sub-king with a smile, Kai Cenat. Some streamers play games. Some tell stories. But Kai Cenat? He built a kingdom on pure energy. From dorm rooms to the top of Twitch, Kai didn't rise because he was lucky. He rose because he was relentless. He didn't come from a gaming pedigree or a viral YouTube moment. He came from the Bronx, from hustle culture, from a family that worked hard and expected more. And Kai gave the world more than it ever saw coming. Before Twitch ever knew his name, Kai was already grinding. On YouTube, he made skits, challenges, college vlogs, anything that entertained. He wasn't aiming for niche fame. He wanted the main stage. By the time he touched Twitch seriously, he brought an audience with him. Not just viewers, fans. That made all the difference. 2022 was Kai's year. He wasn't just another face on Twitch. He became the face. His streams weren't chill gameplay. They were events. Celebrity guests pulling up to his room, dance battles, midstream pranks, roasts, chaos, comedy. He didn't just stream, he performed every single night. And the numbers followed. In February 2023, Kai did what nobody else had done before. He broke the all-time Twitch subscription record, over 300,000 active subs. That meant, in a single month, Kai Cenat likely pulled in over $500,000 just from subs alone. Let that sink in, $500,000 in 1 month from Twitch subs. Kai isn't just a performer, he's a brand. And brands make money in more ways than one. YouTube content, millions of views every month, clips channels, monetized reposts, plus passive revenue. Merch, Kai-themed drops with massive sellouts, sponsorships, from energy drinks to big tech, Twitch payouts, between $100,000 to $200,000 per month outside of sub peaks. Donations plus bit raids. His fan base is generous. Event deals, paid collabs with artists and influencers, AMP, Any Means Possible. His content collective with Fonum, Duke, and others. Also monetized. That number is rising faster than anyone else on this list. Because unlike others who peaked and coasted, Kai is still climbing. And he's only in his early 20s. He doesn't stream for views. He streams to entertain. And it shows Kai doesn't just ride trends. He creates them. He brought hip-hop to Twitch. He brought Black culture front and center. He turned an entire bedroom into a late-night show and made the world tune in. When people say Twitch is dying, they're not watching Kai Cenat. He's not a streamer. He's a movement. Now stepping into the empire built on poise, strategy, and longevity. While others raged, clowned, or chased clout, Anis, known to the world as Pokimane, played a different game entirely. Quiet, strategic, calculated. She didn't just survive in a space dominated by loud personalities and quick rises. She thrived, year after year, platform after platform, always adapting, always evolving. She became the most influential female streamer in history, and she did it on her own terms. Born in Morocco and raised in Canada, Pokimane wasn't born into money, fame, or tech. She studied chemical engineering before making the jump to content creation. And when she committed fully. At first it was League of Legends, webcam off, small mic, shaky setup. But behind the screen was a sharp mind and a vision bigger than just one game. As Twitch evolved, so did she. Face cam on, better setups, more talking, more community. Before long, Pokimane wasn't just a female gamer on Twitch. She was the face of female streaming altogether. Pokimane's success wasn't viral, it was architected. She branched out early, built a massive YouTube audience alongside Twitch, started multiple channels, main, vlog, ASMR, podcast, diversified her content, games, reactions, lifestyle, focused on long-term relationships with fans, not just hype. She created a brand that felt approachable, smart, and safe for advertisers. And that turned out to be a goldmine. Pokimane makes money from almost every angle imaginable, but she rarely talks about it publicly. Still, here's what we know. Twitch payouts before stepping back. Between $1 million to $2 million per year. YouTube ads across multiple channels. Estimated $500,000 plus per year. Sponsorships, HyperX, Cash App, Discord, and custom long-term brand deals. Merch select drops, very exclusive, high conversion investments, early involvement in RTS, a talent management company, streaming collective, co-founder of Offline TV, monetized across platforms, business projects, opened her own cookie brand, Mina, and has hinted at VC involvement, brand appearances, paid collaborations with major corporations. Not just gaming. In recent years, Pokimane stepped back from full-time streaming. She left her Twitch contract behind, started creating content less frequently and more selectively. To some, that looked like a slowdown, but in reality, it was a power move. She'd already built the machine. Now she could let it run. without running herself into the ground. It's not about burning out. It's about owning your time. Many of her biggest income sources are silent. Investments, back-end deals, private brand equity. That's the difference between a viral hit and a long-term empire. She didn't chase every trend. She didn't sell out. She built slow, built smart, and built to last. In an industry full of people shouting over each other, Pokimane whispered, and the world listened. She didn't just prove women could thrive in streaming, she proved they could own it. Now entering the man who broke the internet before it knew it was possible, before the brand deals, before the Super Bowl commercials, before the blue hair became an icon, he was just Tyler Blevins, a Halo kid from Chicago with lightning reflexes and an unstoppable obsession for gaming. But what Ninja did with that obsession changed the game forever. Ninja didn't just wake up famous. He grinded, first as a competitive Halo 3 player, then in PUBG, but it wasn't until Fortnite dropped in 2017 that everything exploded. The moment Fortnite hit the mainstream, Ninja was already waiting at the top. His stream, unmatched. His skill, elite. His personality, family-friendly but still entertaining. And when he streamed with Drake, Travis Scott, and Juju Smith-Schuster live on Twitch, that stream broke the internet. Over 600,000 live viewers, a Twitch record at the time. In that moment, Ninja didn't just become a popular streamer. He became a global phenomenon. While many streamers make most of their money from subs and donations, Ninja flipped the formula. He became a mainstream brand. And brands print money. Here's how Ninja built his financial empire. Twitch and YouTube ad revenue, consistent 7 figures per year at his peak Mixer deal. In 2019, Ninja signed an exclusive streaming deal with Mixer, Microsoft's now-defunct platform. That deal was reportedly worth $20 to $30 million. And when Mixer shut down, he got paid out in full. That was generational wealth overnight. Brand deals, Red Bull Adidas, his own Ninja sneaker line, Uber Eats G Fuel Samsung, and many more merch empire. Ninja's face was on shirts, headbands, toys, even lunchboxes. His merch sales at peak Fortnite era were in the millions. Book deals plus guest appearances. He published books, starred on The Masked Singer, appeared in major commercials, crossed over into every corner of media. Ninja co-invested in multiple orgs, gaming events, and tech startups. But what happened after the hype? As Fortnite cooled off and new faces rose, Ninja's viewership declined, but his brand value didn't. He pivoted, focused more on YouTube, dabbled in variety streaming, leveraged his audience equity to invest and relax. He doesn't need 100,000 live viewers anymore. He already won the game. That includes payouts from Mixer brand deals merch, passive income from YouTube and beyond. He's not just a streamer. He's a case study in how to convert fame into fortune. Why Ninja will always matter. He showed that a gamer could be as famous as an athlete, that a streamer could stand on the same stage as pop stars, that blue hair, goofy dances, and elite gameplay could build a legacy. He was the first to turn streaming into a mainstream career path, and that alone makes him unforgettable. Now entering the wildest, most unpredictable, most explosive streamer in the game right now, and quite possibly the fastest growing of all time. There are streamers, there are entertainers, and then there's iShowSpeed, a one-man hurricane of energy, emotion, and insanity. He barks, he screams, he explodes on camera, he sets off fireworks inside his bedroom, literally. And somehow, it works, not just as content, but as a money-making machine. Who is iShowSpeed? Darren Watkins Jr., known online as iShowSpeed, started streaming from his room in Ohio. Just a teenager, a webcam, and a whole lot of noise. His first videos were NBA 2K clips and Rage compilations. But it didn't take long for the chaos to evolve into something bigger. What made Speed stand out? It wasn't just the games, it was the intensity. The fact that every stream felt like it might break the internet or break his computer. He wasn't playing a character, he was the character. And as TikTok began flooding with Speed clips, Out-of-context rages, wild dancing, near-death firework moments. His audience exploded. He went from 10 viewers to 10 million faster than anyone in history. Unlike traditional Twitch streamers, Speed built his empire on YouTube Live, where super chats, memberships, and ad revenue all hit different. His income sources are massive and varied. YouTube ads. With multiple viral videos reaching 10 to 40 million views, Speed earns between $1 million to $2 million per year from ads alone. Live donations plus super chats. On big streams, he earns thousands per hour, sometimes $10,000 plus per day in pure donations. Merch. Speed's merch drops, like Ronaldo shirts, sell out almost instantly. Brand deals. He's partnered with companies like Kick.com, non-exclusive promo deal, stake game developers and betting sites looking for Gen Z exposure. Mobile games paying big just to be played on stream for 10 minutes, international tours. Speed has done shows and appearances around the world, especially in Europe and South America, where his soccer fan persona exploded. Music, yes, Speed raps, and his tracks, like Shake and World Cup, pull millions of Spotify streams and YouTube revenue. TikTok creator fund plus licensing, millions of reposts, millions of views. Licensing money piles up in the background. One thing sets Speed apart from everyone else on this list. He's not just an American streamer, he's a global brand. His fan base stretches from Brazil to England to India. He's not tied to one language or region. He's a meme, a symbol, an icon of chaos, understood worldwide. That reach equals more sponsors, more merch sales, more music streams, and more money. Hard to pin down exactly, because his rise is still happening right now. But by all accounts, Speed is raking in multi-millions per year, with a brand that shows no signs of slowing down. Why Speed ranks number one? Not because he's the most polished, not because he streams the most hours, not because he's the most advertiser safe, but because he took the craziest, loudest, most unfiltered version of himself and made it unbelievably profitable. He turned chaos into currency, and no one's done it better. At first glance, streaming seems simple. Turn on your camera, play games, talk to chat, go viral, get rich. But the truth, it's a business, a complicated, strategic, multi-revenue machine. And every single one of the top 5 richest streamers has mastered that machine in different ways. So let's break down what actually makes them millionaires. Every streamer starts with a platform, and platforms pay. Twitch pays streamers from subscriptions, bits, and ads. Streamers take home 50 to 70% of sub money. Top streamers can earn $100,000 plus per month just in subs. YouTube Live pays super chats, memberships, and ad revenue. YouTube CPM cost per 1,000 views is often higher than Twitch, especially if your content is family-friendly or international. Kick changed the game by offering 95% 5% split on subs, nearly unheard of, and upfront contracts worth tens of millions. This means, if you're big enough, just being on a platform equals serious income. Sponsorships. This is where real money starts stacking. Every time you see a banner on screen, a drink on the desk, or a, "Hey guys, this video is sponsored by," that's money. And the rates, wild. A single brand deal with a major company can pay $50,000 to $500,000 long-term partnerships, like Pokimane X Cash App or Ninja X Adidas, can pay millions. Sponsors pay not just for views, but for influence. And these top 5 streamers have it. Merch. Most fans will never donate, but many will wear something to show they're part of a tribe. Whether it's XQC headbands, Kai Cenat AMP merch, Pokimane's cozy hoodie, Drop Speed's viral Ronaldo shirts, Ninja's full Walmart retail line. Merch turns fans into walking advertisements and builds another reliable revenue stream. Profit margins can be massive, especially with direct-to-fan Shopify stores. YouTube evergreen content. Even if a streamer blows up on Twitch or Kick, their YouTube channel is the bank. Clips, VODs, recaps, compilations. YouTube videos earn forever. Monetized clips, even by third-party editors, pay every month. Even old streams keep bringing in cash. If views hold steady, Ninja and Pokimane built entire brands this way. Kai and Speed exploded because of TikTok and YouTube clips. Expansion, music, events, and products. Once a streamer gets big enough, the brand expands. Speed dropped charting songs, Ninja released books, appeared on network TV. Kai runs one of the biggest collab groups in streaming. AMP, Pokimane co-founded companies. XQC flipped his reach into Kick equity and power deals. This is when being a streamer becomes being an entrepreneur, not just gaming. Owning. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons. Comment down below, who should we make next video about?